Morning students, in the past class we have seen cost and revenue analysis. In the cost and revenue analysis we saw what is cost. It is the total cost incurred in the business for the production of commodities. Then we seen cost analysis. Cost analysis is the study of size of the production, sale of revenue, then prices, factors, etc. Then after that we have seen cost concepts. There we saw 12 concepts, that is money cost, real cost, then explicit cost, implicit cost, economic cost, sunk cost, floating cost, fixed cost, variable cost, so on. Then we saw short run curves and long run curves. In short run curves we have seen total fixed cost, total variable cost, total cost, then relationship between AC and MC, marginal cost and average cost. Now we move forward to fifth lesson, that is marketing, market structure and pricing. Market structure and pricing. Market structure and pricing. Here market means every commodity has two sides, that is supply side and the demand side. Every commodity has supply side and the demand side. In supply side we have to consider the demand and the nature of the products, and quantity of the products. Demand, supply, nature of the product, and quantity of the products. Demand means in the market we have to see about the buyers and sellers. The buyers and sellers of our product who are interested to buy our products. We have to see the products. Demand side contains information to the number of buyers, information about the buyers who is entering in the market. Consider. Into the market. Then what is market? In generally, market means buying and selling the goods. It is a physical place for buying and selling the goods. Market means in general market means buying. It is a physical place. It is a physical place for buying and selling the commodity. But in economic sense, market means buying and selling the goods to earn profit. It is a place for buying and selling the goods to earn profit. In economic sense, in economics, market means to earn profit. To earn profit, and it is carried out through telephones, and this buying and selling is carried out through nowadays telephones, emails, internet, etc., and it is carried out through characteristics of markets. First one, it is agreeable by the sellers and buyers. Second one, then it is an direct and indirect place for selling and buying the product. It is for buyers and sellers. Here the characteristics of market. First one, it should be agreed by the buyers and sellers of the market. It should be agreeable by the buyers and sellers of the market. Then it is an direct and indirect place for selling and buying the product for the consumers. Then it is for buyers and sellers. Market is for buyers and sellers. Then next one is kinds of market. Next one is kinds of market. First one, local market. Second one, national market. Third one, international international market. Local market means the product sale, the sale of a product within the production place, within the production place. The product sold in the production place of the commodity. The product of sale is in the production place of the commodity. The product of sale is in the production place of the commodity. Okay. Then national market. The sale is in between the country, is in between the country. Example, cement. Then what? Okay. The sale of a product, the sale is out of the sale is sale of the commodity. The sale of the commodity in the international norm. International level. Example, gold mine. Okay. Then provincial means the products sold within the provincial area. Example, newspaper. Okay, ma. On the kinds of the market, we have to classify the market under the basis of area and the basis of time. Here, first one, on the basis of area, we can classify the market into 4. They are local market, national market, international market and provincial market. Local market means the product of sale is in the production place of commodity. பொருள்கள் எங்க தயாரிக்கப்படுகிறதோ அந்த இடத்திலேயே அது விற்பனை ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படினா this is local market. This is local. The sale is in the production place of the commodity. Then national market means the sale is in between the country. நம்ம கண்ட்ரிக்குள்ள நடக்கிறதுக்கு பேரு வியாபாரம் சேல் நடந்துச்சு விற்பனை ஆச்சு அப்படினு சொன்னா it is known as national market. Then international market, the sale of the commodity is in the international level. International நம்ம நேஷனையும் தாண்டி விற்பனை ஆகுது அப்படினு சொல்லியதுல international levelல விற்பனை ஆகும்போது the sale of the commodity is in the international level is called what is international market, gold mines, etc. Then provincial market means the product within the provincial area, அதிகார வரம்புக்கு உட்பட்ட இடம் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு தான் provincial area. that is the product sold within the provincial area is called provincial market. Therefore, we can classify on the basis of area into market into four, that is local market, national market, international market and provincial market. Provincial market. Okay, second one, on the basis of time. On the basis of time, we can classify the market into four, that is very short period or market period, then short period, then long period and very long market period. On the basis of Alfred Marshall defines market is as on the basis of time. On the basis of time, we can classify market into four, that is very short period, or market period, second one short period, third one long period, then fourth one very long. Market. Here it is only for available time. It is only for available time. So, it is known as market period. It is only for available time. Very short period. Here supply is in elastic. Here are introduced. On the basis of time, we can classify market into four. They are very short period or market period, then short period, then long period and very long period market. In very short period, market period means available time. It is only for available time. For example, in flood, people wanted much more of food, so they want to consume food products, but there is a demand for food product. So, it is the example for the short period, very short period market. It is only in available time. Short period means whether the demand is increased or decreased. Then here supply is elastic. Then long period market, supply is very much elastic. On the basis of time, we can classify market into four, that is very short period, short period market and long period market, then very long period. In short period, it is only for available time, that is here the demand is more active than the supply. The demand is more active than supply. In the flood time, we want very demand for food products, that is it is only for available time. Then short period market, supply curve is elastic. Here supply curve is elastic, some factors continue to be fixed. Only for short period, some factors is here continue to be fixed. They work little more to increase demand. They work here, the peoples in the market work little more to increase their demand for their products. Then long period market, supply is very much elastic. Here supply is very much elastic. Then factors variable. Here the factors variable, larger changes in supply. There is a larger changes in supply of the products, then the price of the products cannot be high in this market. In long period market, it is very low price or a stable price always. Then very long period market means newer technologies are introduced here. Newer technologies introduced here, then most modern products are produced. Most modern products are produced. For example, first we use CDs, then it is replaced by the floppies, then it replaced by the now pen drive. We are using pen drive. Third one, on the basis of quantity of the commodity. On the basis of quantity. Then next one, the market is classified on the basis of quantity of the commodity. First on the basis of area, second one on the basis of time. We can classify market on the basis of area, then on the basis of time, now on the basis of quantity of commodity. First one, wholesale market. Or bulk market. Second one, retail market. Wholesale market means here bulky products, bulky quantity of products can be sold, only it is for wholesale business. Now here retail means in wholesale market the price of the product is very low. In retail market means we can purchase the products in retail, sillare vyabaram. Here the prices is according to the products, it will rise. Products are sold only in bulk quantity. Here products rates. Products are sold retail basis. Small quantities. Okay. Thank you, Ma.